about a month away from my channel, and I feel like a completely new person. Like right now, I feel like I'm an entirely different person than I was a month ago. Most of you know that the reason that I wasn't making any videos for a month was because I had a baby. So that's new. There's just so many things in my life right now that are new. So I thought I would give you a little update on all the newness. So the baby is taking a nap right now, so I'm like trying to get a quick video in. Like, this is also different. I don't have just, you know, all the time in the world to make videos. I have to like schedule it at nap time. But I am loving being a mom. I love my son so much. His name is Jenson, and like, he would be throwing a fit if I was trying to hold him and stuff right now, but he has taken over my Snapchat and my Instagram, so if you want to see him, he's all over those. So he was born on the last day of school. Like, I'm that good. I had him on the last day, but actually labor and delivery was pretty terrible. I went into labor on my due date, and that was Saturday, so I think I was like Snapchatting and stuff. I was having like contractions in Target. That was a Saturday. My husband was working, and I was having like contractions all day, and then he came home and we went to get some food. We went out to dinner, and I kept having to like stand up during dinner because I would be like having contractions. So we went home, and they started getting really, really close together. So we went to the hospital, and they were super close together, but I wasn't all that dilated. But I was at the hospital for 8 hours before they finally sent me home. My husband was able to get some sleep. I was not. There was no way I could sleep because I was still having horrible, horrible, painful contractions. Like every minute, there'd be about a minute in between. So a little while after that, we just went back to the hospital. That was Sunday, and I didn't have my baby until Tuesday. So I just kept going through like really awful contractions. There was this really nice nurse that just admitted me anyway, even though I wasn't like as dilated as I should have been, but my contractions were so frequent and so painful. She just like got me in, so I love her, whoever she was. She got me an epidural because I had been in labor for over 24 hours already, and it was awful. They put me on Pitocin to try and like speed up the labor, but like 2 days later I was still in labor. I'll kind of like skip all the boring details, but eventually he started moving up. I don't know why, but he was going the wrong direction, and so he was like above, you know, where my epidural was, so I could feel him. I could feel the contractions just from my own body and from the Pitocin. It was super painful, so they eventually just took me to have a C-section because he wasn't coming out, and he was really big. He was almost 9 pounds when he was born. So it was a little bit crazy and awful and painful, but when I heard, you know, because I didn't really see him, but when I heard him cry for the first time, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so worth it. And my husband was, he was next to me during the surgery, I think. I don't know, I was like really out of it. But then he got to go like cut the umbilical cord and like hold the baby for the first time. And then they brought him over to me and just like put his head next to mine, and I started talking to him. I'm like getting emotional just thinking about it. It was so cool. You know, I was like, hi baby, hi. And he smiled. That was like his very first smile, was just hearing my voice. His eyes weren't even open yet. It was so cool. Birth, you guys, it just put you through it. So anyway, we had to stay in the hospital for several days. We were there till like Thursday night because they had to monitor me, and I couldn't move, I couldn't walk, I couldn't even hold my baby for a couple hours because I was numb and shaky. And yeah, it's kind of rough when you have a C-section, and there's a lot of recovery. So we stayed in the hospital for a few days, and then we got to come home, and it's been a month. It has felt like one big long day. We haven't been getting a whole lot of sleep. I'm really lucky that I just, you know, like was off anyway, and then my husband has been off too, so I've gotten a lot of help from him. We didn't have a ton of like family or friends that were able to come and like stay or anything like that, but just having my husband home pretty much the whole time has been great. And we did have some family and friends like stop by and bring us food and just hold him for a minute while we could go do laundry or like take a nap or whatever, and it's been amazing. We felt so supported, and just like the relationship between me and my husband, like now that we are parents and we have this baby together and we just like we want to take care of each other and take care of him, it's been so great. We've been really supportive of each other, and it's just like, I mean, I was in my weakest state. Like after my C-section, I couldn't even get in and out of our bed. I had to sleep on the couch. I couldn't even really sit up. I could barely walk. I looked terrible. And in that time, like my husband took care of me and took care of our baby so well. Like, I mean, just experiences like that strengthen your relationship so much, and it's just so cool. So anyway, that's new. And again, if you want to see more of Jenson, I pretty much have him on Snapchat all the time. I'm like constantly taking pictures and videos of him, so you can see our little daily journey there. He's so much fun. He's so cute, and like now that a month has passed, he's doing a lot better. Like it was pretty rough at the beginning, just trying to figure out like how much do you feed him, what does he want. I don't know how do we change his diaper without him peeing all over us, but we've kind of started to figure things out a little bit better now. So now like the fun stuff is kind of starting to kick in, so that makes it a little more, it makes the hard stuff more bearable. So anyway, a couple other new things. I am officially done with my master's, with my thesis. I submitted it for publication and all of that, so I'm really excited. I got the email that I'm just done. I have nothing more to do besides request my transcripts, so I'm doing that so that I can get a raise. But that is done. I am a newly mastered person. I'm just waiting for that diploma. I'm going to be so excited when I get that diploma in the mail and a copy of my thesis published. I can't wait to see that. I have one other new thing. Oh my gosh, like this is crazy. This is gonna be a really big transition. Like besides Jenson, this is kind of the biggest new thing. I love my job. I love teaching where I teach. I love my middle schoolers. I love like teaching history and English. I love my drama kids. I love my coworkers and my administration. However, my husband, he's like, I don't know, it's like his hobby to like check out all the different districts around us and like see who pays the most and see who's hiring. So he found this one job opening that was in a district right next to the one I'm already in actually, and it was another like middle school history and English. It was actually right around the corner from the daycare that we're trying to get my son into. We're still like on the wait list, but hopefully he gets in. They also paid like quite a bit more, and it's a super just like high achieving district. So I did not want to leave my old school, but I just kind of threw my hat in the ring to see, you know, if maybe this would be a good change for us. And I interviewed, they called me a couple hours later, and I got the job. So it was a really hard decision to leave my old school that I loved so much, but I mean, now that we have a baby, like the raise would really help trying to pay for daycare, and just like babies are so expensive. You should see our apartment right now. It is covered in baby stuff. I am constantly on Amazon.com or like on my little app thing, like ordering a million things that he needs. So the money would really help us out with the new baby and all of that kind of stuff. And I had to think really long and hard about this, because in my old district, I've been there long enough that I am tenured already. I'm giving that up to go to a new district where I start, you know, just as a temporary employee, without like the protection of tenure. And I'm leaving what I know. I have to like go get all my things out of my classroom. It's going to be really hard, but we just felt like it was the right decision for me. It's like I said, like a really high achieving district, and I feel like not a lot of teachers get the opportunity to teach in that type of a setting. And I think I was talking about my like personality test stuff in my last video. I think I would fit really well in this district. And you know, I'm sure it's going to come with its own set of challenges. Like a lot of times there are just different challenges that come with a school like that. But we've thought a lot about it and prayed a lot about it and felt like this was the right decision. So I'm like explaining more than you even care to know, but I'll be moving to a different school, still middle school. It's just English actually. The opening originally was English and social studies, but now it's going to be just English, which is not my favorite thing to teach. I like teaching history better, but to have one prep would be great. You know, this time that I'm going back to work for the first time with having a baby, that'll make things easier. And it's a little bit closer to where we live. And again, hopefully it will be very close to where Jenson's in daycare. I hope he gets in. Please, please, please get in. And it seemed like the right decision. So I'll try to kind of maybe vlog or something, like setting up my new classroom and kind of starting over at a new place. It's going to be so different for me, but I think it'll be a good distraction as I go back to work. I'll probably be so busy that I won't have time to like miss Jenson too much, and you know, it's just gonna take so much concentration to be in a new place that maybe the days will go by really quickly. So I'm hoping. And the last new thing is that I'm going into a new decade. Today is my last day in my 20s. I'm gonna be 30 tomorrow. So I'm kind of excited actually. Like, I remember when I was 15, when I was a sophomore in high school, I was like, I just can't wait till I'm like 30. Like, 30 sounds perfect. Like, I've always kind of been 30. Like, I like to wear cardigans, and I like to scrapbook and, you know, like read and do school stuff. Like, I just feel like I've always been 30. So now it's like official. I'm finally coming into it. So it's kind of a weird time because we have the baby and he can't really like do a whole lot yet. And it's hard for me, like with nursing and pumping and all that, to be away from the house for more than like an hour at a time, maybe like an hour and a half tops. So I haven't really gone anywhere with the baby yet. So I don't know what we're gonna do. Kind of hard to celebrate, but I don't care. Like, my husband doesn't believe me. I'm like, I really don't care if we don't get to like do a big celebration or anything. And he's like, but it's your 30th. Like, I know, but I am so fulfilled. Like, I'm not a proponent of like, you know, by the time I'm 30, I want this and this and this and this. I've never lived my life that way. Like, I've always tried to enjoy the stage that I'm in, but hey, it happened to work out that, you know, I'm about to turn 30. I finished my master's. I am married to the love of my life. I have the cutest baby in the entire world. You know, I'm in my career and actually moving. It's, you know, teachers don't really get like promotions, but it's like sort of a promotion because the salary is a little bit higher, and I feel like things are really going well. So I'm excited to turn 30. I feel like this is a really good time in my life. So maybe tomorrow, depending on what we do, I kind of want to make like a 30 things that I've learned in 30 years video or something like that. I also really love doing YouTube and just communicating with you guys through this channel or through Snapchat or Instagram or whatever. I felt so much support from people who don't even, you know me in real life, but they've been so supportive, and the nicest comments when we had our baby. People even like sent us some things. Like, it's been so great how much support we've gotten. I've just loved it. I love doing YouTube. I'll continue to do this. And again, I just feel like this is a really great time in my life. I feel so blessed. Like, it is definitely the Lord that has given me all these blessings and all of these opportunities, and the greatest husband ever and the greatest baby ever. And so I'm so fulfilled. I'm so satisfied, and I can't wait to see what the next decade holds. It's going to be even better as I watch my son grow up and hopefully have more babies and see them interact. It's going to be such a cool time in life. So anyway, he's probably going to get up soon, so I have to get used to wrapping things up a little bit faster. So I'm going to try and get this edited today if I can. I don't know. That may be too ambitious, but I want to get this up when it's actually July 10th. My birthday is July 11th. 7-Eleven, which is awesome because there's an awesome song, and it's free Slurpee Day at 7-Eleven. So I love my birthday. I feel like I have the greatest birthday ever. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your continued support, and I look forward to seeing you when I'm 30. All right, have a good day. Bye.